Provincial government is not backing down, and furthermore, it's taking more shots at the critics, the people who say the Premier should never have questioned the Cameron inquiry. Today, Justice Minister Jerome Kennedy says he can prove that other governments here have also questioned the costs and delays of inquiries. Kennedy says it happened during the Hughes inquiry. Here and Now's Deanne Fleet is live in the newsroom with that story.
This is a videotape of former Premier Clyde Wells talking about the Hughes inquiry. In it, he says he's concerned about how long it was taking and about the impact on the victims and the justice system.
I'm a bit concerned about the extent that this might impair our ability to prosecute.
Justice Minister Jerome Kennedy now says those private letters the Wells administration wrote to the Hughes inquiry prove the Liberals are wrong when they say his attempts to limit how the cancer inquiry asks its questions is unprecedented.
Unless the Liberals are suggested that former Premier and the former Minister of Justice were taking steps that are inappropriate, I think that they should back off their comments.
These are the letters. Commission lawyer David Day objected at the time, and so did the Conservative justice critic, Lynn Verge.
It raises doubts about the government or the department trying to intimidate the commission.
Clyde Wells is now the province's top judge. Kennedy says Wells even had a private meeting with the Hughes inquiry about his concerns. He's not saying Wells did anything wrong, but he says by going on open line, he and the Premier have been more open.
When meetings take place behind closed doors, there's certainly an argument to be made that there could be a more coercive element to that, or more intimidative aspect to that than what we've done.
Now, Jerome Kennedy does admit that from what he's read, Judge Samuel Hughes was not happy with the restrictions the Wells administration wanted on his inquiry, and he was concerned about the effect it would have on the outcome. Live in St. John's, I'm Deanne Fleet for Here and Now.
The Justice Minister took a shot at Judge John Gomery today. Yesterday, the former justice for the federal sponsorship scandal weighed in with his opinions of the Cameron inquiry.
And the general reluctance of some witnesses to speak frankly and openly is a clear indication that there has been some sort of an attempt to cover up the facts.
Today, Justice Minister Jerome Kennedy took exception to Gomery's remarks. Here's how he fired back.
Gomery is entitled to his opinion. How he reaches that opinion, I don't know. But all I will say to you is that unless he's there in the room, and I spoke to someone yesterday who was in the room, and they expressed some concerns about the way the evidence is coming out, that will be the job of the Commissioner. At this point, there's been I have not made any comment on the evidence that's come out. We're simply talking about the procedure. But I don't know who Judge Gomery is. Prior to being appointed to this commission, no one had ever heard of him. He conducted a $60 million sideshow in Ottawa. So who he is to come down here and to start to tell us what to do, I have questions with that.